this is Chef O standing here with, a lady who I have looked up to for many, many years now, going on about 10 years we've known each other.
10 years we've known each other, yeah.
Can I do it? Ex-Secretary of State?
Former
Former.
Secretary of State.
Okay,
That's
former
nice.
Secretary, not ex. So you say, former Secretary of State Terry Land. Terry, why are you here tonight?
Well, we want to support the Senior Meals Program, which is a great program. And, of course, I always want to come to see Chef O. You are my favorite, you know.
Oh, I don't know why, but the Senior Meal Program is a very thriving organization in this area, and you've been knowing them for quite a while, a couple years.
Right. Yeah, it's based in Granville, which is great, but it serves a large area around West Michigan.
West Michigan,
and
yeah.
it really helps with seniors who can't get out and need to have those meals brought in, and maybe families working and they can't get there to help them. So this is really a good way to make sure they get nutritious meals, and I'm looking forward to your demonstration tonight.
Well, thank you very much, Terry, and thank you for coming.
Sure enough. Good to see you.
It's always a pleasure to see you. And stop by anytime you want to, okay?
Will do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dances out on the sidewalk with a music box from Michelle. Passers by think she's a little.
This whole fundraiser would not be made possible without the generous help of William Kitchen and Bath. And I'm here with Sue Williams, the owner of, owner or part owner?
Partner with.
Partner with her husband. Okay, just say she's the owner of it. So, Sue, thank you for letting us use your facility for this great occasion. So, tell us a little something about why you let us use it. Not really why, but what do you think about Senior Meals on Wheels?
Well, I think it's a wonderful program, and we're happy to support it in any way possible, and we love you.
Love Senior Meal.
Love you. And Senior Meals.
Well, thank you very much for having us here. And, I'm sorry your husband's not here right now, but I'd love to see him. I hope he comes. Okay.
I don't keep track of him.
Well, we'll leave it at that, folks, okay? Well, thank you very much.
It's been raining down on your parade. I know you feel like there's no end in sight. Far off in the distance, I see a better day. With dark clouds.
This city of Kentwood have really growing and a lot of new business coming in, and also they're a big supporter of Senior Meals. I know I'm standing here with the great Honorable Mayor Kepling from Kentwood.
That's right.
And Mayor Kepling went on a ride with with a delivery guy. Tell us your experience today.
Well, it was just absolutely amazing, the organization. My background's engineering, and I look at the technical aspect of what is happening there with the organization and the specific details that they have for their customers. If people have food allergies, they know about the food allergies, and they individually prepare the meals for their customers, which is just amazing that they're able to produce such quality food and take such good care of the customers on an individual basis is really mind-blowing.
Well, we're getting into the baby boom age, and right now a lot of us going to be using this ourselves in the coming year. And so it's great to be a part of it and see the changes of the meals and everything that's going on. But I appreciate people like you, the community, Kentwood, the whole area supporting this and coming out tonight for this great moment.
Absolutely. Another thing is just the drivers themselves. I mean, they know their customers.
Oh, yeah.
Name-to-name basis, and they're just another set of eyes for the community. And so it's something that's taken place that maybe is a little bit different from the norm. They can make someone aware that, hey, so-and-so was not at their door. You might want to check on them. So just many benefits, not just the food, but just additional eyes in the community.
It's just funny you brought that up, because we have had an incident where our drivers this year alone have went to places and their people have fallen. Yeah. And if they hadn't got there, no telling what would happen.
I hear that.
And then also they like to have people, the drivers come in and talk to them because they don't get too many visitors.
That's right.
And so it's great to have that. So,
It's an incredible program overall.
well, thank you very much for supporting and thank you for coming out.
Absolutely.
Tonight. Thank you.
If you miss the train I'm on, then you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles.
Salmon I baked in the oven with lemon pepper and thyme, lemon pepper and dill. Spread a little butter on it, and I just did it over a wild rice mixture, and it's just very easy and quick to do. So if you have at the cabin, stop by your local store and get dry fruit, take it with you, chop it up, get that berry, get it all written down.
I used to live my life inside a box, closed off from the world with your hand on top, keeping me from chasing my dreams.
You know, when putting this together for Senior Meals on Well, we had to have a committee. And we have two ladies here, and you're going to tell me each your name that sits on the committee for putting this together. And we have on my left is Kathleen,
Willette, Kathleen Willette, yes.
and you are with me.
I am with Old National Bank.
Old National Bank. You
Old
better say who
National
they
Bank.
used to be.
Okay, formerly Founders Bank and Trust, now Old National Bank.
Well, Kathleen, thank you for the great job you guys have done by putting this together. And I'm seeing the people come in. People are really enjoying this and liking it. And we have here is Chris.
Chris Cleary from Law Offices of David Carrier.
Okay, and you just, why did you get on board? I mean, on this committee to help this out?
It's just an organization we feel very passionate about. I mean, it's just a basic necessity of life is food. And we serve so many seniors in our practice. And I just think Senior Meals just does an absolutely phenomenal job providing food for those in need, delivering food to folks who can't get it, and it's not just the delivering of the food, it's the companionship and it's kind of the check-in that goes with that, and that can't be overlooked on how powerful that is on what they do.
You hit the nail right on the head there, and I'm glad to be a part of this. And I have seen it grown from the early years I started in the early 90s to see what it is now. I mean, if you could see the old building we used to be in, it's unreal. It's unreal, the building that we have now. So, well, thank you both for being on the committee, and thank you for coming out tonight.
You, Chef.
Thank you.
Everything that you do.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
To give me space enough because
No, I'm with you, Tommy. Well, you know, the senior.
That's a kernel there, though.
Oh, that's a kernel? Oh, I mean, yeah. You know, senior meals are made up of a lot of people on their board, and we are so happy to have one of the newest members to the board of the senior meals, and Mr. Tommy Brand. Most of you know him from Brand's Restaurant out on Division Street. So, Tommy, tell us a little something about your involvement with Senior Meals on Wheels.
Well, I got involved. I went up with a driver and went to houses, and it's really it's just not the meals. It's dealing with the human beings and being such a good people. And I really believe in what the organization is. And so I got more involved because you told me to.
I didn't tell you. I asked you to. Well, thank you very much for being a part of this, and thank you for coming out tonight. And as you see, the people are coming in.
It's great.
And we're getting a lot of results, and it's going to be a fun night for everybody.
A little pressure on you, Chef.
I'm sweating like you don't know what right now. So, but thank you very much for coming out. Thank you.
You took my sins and all of my sorrows when you gave your life on the cross.
You know, the Senior Meals on Wheels brings out a lot of people to their fundraisers, and we don't care where they're from or what they do. And right now, I'm standing in front of the Buckeyes, the president and vice president of the Buckeyes of West Michigan, Donna Walters, her husband Barry Walters, and you, Lisa Bear. You are what?
I'm just on the board.
Okay, she's on the board. So what brings you guys out tonight?
You?
Yeah. We had to say hi.
Glad to see you, support you. It's a great cause, and we want to support you.
Well, also, you guys say something you want to support senior meals.
Yeah.
Well,
And that is a good cause.
right.
We've used it for both of our parents in the past.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Ohio.
yeah.
In Ohio.
In Cleveland.
Well, hey, it works. It works.
does.
Well, I am very glad you guys came out to support this and to come out and see me. Oh, we're glad. Just walk around, enjoy the day and the evening, and meet and mingle and see some of the people that's here and enjoy yourself. And I'll.
Walking in a straight line, that's not really her style. They all got the same heartbeat, and hers is falling behind. Well, nothing in this world could ever bring them down. Yeah, they're invincible, she's just in her background. And she said, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. All the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids.
I sent it to Mallory. You guys did an awesome job.
Clue. Yeah, they're living up the good life. Can't see what he's going through. Yeah, they're driving in their fast cars. They don't know where they're going. Life in the fast lane, living life without knowing. And he said, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. All the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. I wish that I could be like the cool kids. 'Cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, and they said, I wish that I could be like the cool kids. All the cool kids, they seem to get it. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. I wish that I could be like the cool kids. All the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Like the cool kids.
It's all done, son.
So anyway, the second major thing we want to accomplish tonight was to honor Chef O. So we just want to say a couple things about that. The first one is that back in 2004 or 5, the Grand Rapids Magazine named Chef O as the best chef in West Michigan. Now, those of us that knew Chef O already knew he was the best chef in Michigan because we've been following around, and you probably, some of you have kept up with his career when he was the executive chef at the Hilton Restaurant with Spinnaker. He was also at Johnny Noto's out in Cascade, and Real Food Restaurant.
Yes.
And
Alger and North.
Elder.
Alger? Okay, Alger.
Elder, right. Elder. That's not all. Chef O is also, one of the things that made him famous was he's a TV personality. And he's had his own TV show. It was on public TV, and it was on they called it Access TV.
Yes.
And he did his show live. I don't know if any of you remember it, but he did it live in front of a live audience. And I think that's where he developed his great skills for his where he is speaking. You really? Okay. A little bit like that, Rooster. All right. Along the script. Okay. Right, but this show won top awards on public TV.
Yes. 11 video awards.
11 video awards. Also, part of being famous, he got a special award from George Bush Sr. when he was in the Oval Office as
Volunteer Action Award.
very good Volunteer Action Award.
Yeah, thank you.
What was it?
That's a long story. And I'll only tell you so much.
Also, now Chef O was recently, just within the last year, he was appointed to the National Kidney Foundation Board that oversees all kidney transplants in North America. That's a huge responsibility. Not only that, but all those other things are so great, but he was also one of our first kitchen managers. He helped us out in a real tough spot like 23 years ago. 23 years.
Yeah, a little brown nose guy.
And he's also was board member way back when, and he's currently a very active board member now. So those are the key, some of the key stats on Chef O, which we feel like is outstanding. Let's give a round of applause for Chef.
So I can see what it said. But it said the board and staff and all volunteers at Senior Meals on Wheels recognize Chef Oliver Hill for the contributions he's made to senior meals, the culinary community, and donor awareness. 2015 Senior Meals on Wheels.
we couldn't get through this without having one of these. It says Certificate of Achievement, Senior Meals on Wheels. This achievement award is presented to Chef Oliver Hale, Chef Hall, for his
Stand back.
for his timeless dedication and service to the mission of Senior Meals on Wheels. Through his service as kitchen manager and board member to ensure the highest quality and nutritional value of food delivered to our seniors. Congratulations.
You hold on to that. I'm going to stand over here out of your way, so I'm going to end this right. First of all, I want to thank Brewster and Rick Rankin for this honor. It's been a pleasure to serve on the Senior Meals on Wheels board for the last 2 years, and in the earlier years when we first got started. I can't believe that the whole organization after 30 years. Senior Meals is a vital organization in this area. And when they asked me to come on board again, it wasn't an overnight decision. It was a sudden decision because I love food, I love cooking food, I love working with food, and I love working with an organization that does food. And to help people in the area, this goes back, I'm going to say it, I got to say it real quick, I only got 3 minutes. Back when I was in college, we had economic class. My economic class told us to write a lifeline. Started from when I was born and draw it to that day of the class. It goes from that day to the day I think I'm going to die. Now, that one was kind of hard there. So I drove up, I drew the line, and they told me to put important stuff from the time I was born to that date of the class. They wanted me to, they said, write down important stuff you want to do before you die. And there was a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to do. I wanted to be selected to the Common Art team, and I was selected in 2001 to the Common Art as an alternate to Amsterdam. But there was something I did. But one of the biggest things was I wrote on this piece of paper, I want to do something that affects a lot of people. I want to be involved with something that affects a lot of people. And this is one of my dreams come true by working with Brewster, Rick, and the whole Senior Meal organization. I was motivated to do it, and I want to do it. They don't force me to come in, they don't force me to come to meetings, they don't force me to give them ideas. I do it because I want to. It's in my heart, it's my attitude. And my whole attitude that makes everything in my life go. So I want to again thank you guys for honoring me this night, and I'm thrilled. Again, thank you for everybody you for coming.
Accident or an illness or something that's unplanned, and we could all be in a situation where life will be turned upside down for us. So that's one of the reasons why we're so passionate about Senior Meals and wanting to keep things going, to be that lifeline for people.
Senior Meals for me is very near and dear to my heart as I learn more and more about this organization. I think the one thing that really sticks out to me is obviously the longer we live on this earth, we're all aging people. For me growing up, my grandma lived with us for many years, and I just know firsthand that for a lot of seniors, on limited incomes and budgets, that they would not be able to, my grandma would not have been able to live independently and without the help of her family. And so Senior Meals does some great things for a lot of people in Kent County. And like Brewster said, it can just take one event in your life, and I definitely learned that in my 48 years of life on this earth that at one time or another in our lives, for all of us, we need the help of other people. And that's what Seed and Meals does for a lot of people in Kent County.
If I make it through today, I'll know tomorrow not to put my feelings on display. I'll put the cobwebs back in place. I've never been too good with names, but I remember faces. It's a shame about Ray. In the stone under the dust, his name is still engraved. Some things need to go away. It's a shame about Ray.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone, for coming out. It's been a pleasure.
It's a shame about. It's a shame. In the stone under the dust, his name is still engraved. Some things need to go away. It's a shame about Ray. It's a shame about Ray. In the stone under the dust, his name is still engraved. Some things need to go away. It's a shame about
It's a shame about Ray.
It's all done, son.